Oh, okay. Okay, so for our macro fundamentals, this is from Forex Factory, I think. Okay, so the only major news we had was for the Aussie dollar and the Governor Glenn Stevens speech. I believe that's part of the banking system. Oh yeah, the Reserve Bank of Australia. Okay, so that was the major news for tomorrow, March 26th. Tomorrow our time here. Okay, and so does it go for the whole week too on here, or no? I don't think so. Okay, so going on.
Sorry, Jason. Go back, please. Go back. Go back. If you go click back, yeah. So if you click on number 2 or next, or like say number 2, see the previous is 1 with
Oh,
a
okay.
page number. Click on it. Yeah.
Okay, here it is.
One advantage actually is where I added this is because of the time left, the amount of time that's left. So let's say in the US in 6 hours 25 minutes time, then you have a high impact news of durable goods orders. And you have durable
Okay.
goods orders ex transportation. And then new home sales in 7 hours and 55 minutes. And then for the other one where I sit down there, other resource, you click on that one in terms of the link.
Okay.
And you can see, yeah, so in that approximately that time, that's Eastern Standard Time, right? You can see how
Mm-hmm.
they're now in terms of the time, approximately. So 12:45, yeah.
So
So
about
9 a.m.,
6
10
a.m.
a.m., exactly, our time.
Right.
All right, cool,
So
nice.
this.
So that's pretty much tied up all together.
Okay. Perfect. So do you want me to go through each page and do this?
No, because it's just basically just to see, the next 6 hours. It's just mainly tying up between the two. This side is a little bit more of like it got more intricate because like there's one there, Iran, right, or Italy, M&B interest rate decision. We don't really need that, so but it's okay. All right, go to the next one, please. The next.
Okay, so for markets,
No,
so
sorry.
markets are
Go to
mostly
back
bullish.
to the enlightened soon. Yeah. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
go back first, please on yeah, so click on next. Yeah. So I created that to be
Okay.
more objective for you guys, right?
Okay. Yeah, this is my first time using this system here, so just bear with me a
Yeah.
little bit. Okay, so here's the dollar index. So we'll go
No,
to.
no problem.
You guys still doing the weekly and then daily on here?
Highly recommended just to see what the overall trend is on the bigger time frame.
Okay. And then do we draw? Do we have trend lines and all that stuff on here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you see on the on the left hand side. Sorry, on the left hand side, next to the crosshair,
Okay.
below the cross. Yeah, that's your trend line right there. Click on that.
Okay.
If you can also use an extension, there's also an extension based on that as well. But yeah, that's okay.
This one?
No, you see what you see the trend line tool, and then next to it, side to it, there's a little mini arrow, right? So you can see it extended on third from the bottom. Yes,
Okay.
that one. Yeah, so those are the extended lines that you
Oh,
can
I
do
see. Okay.
from, yeah, which makes it easier, right?
Yeah, it does. Okay. So here we have our weekly the currently it's kind of hard to see here, but bulls are in control of the weekly. Looks like it's at a level of supply here. Let's see if I can draw another horizontal. Oops. Right here. Here's our level of supply, level of demand down here. Okay, here. So that's for the weekly and the daily. Okay. Okay, and a daily and an uptrend over here with higher highs, higher lows. Bears in control at this time with the current candle. And let's see, our level of supply would be right here. Actually, I don't know how to fix these. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So, what's your viewpoint, Jason? Bullish or bearish?
Well, being that we're in a level of supply right now with the bears in control, I would say that my position right now would be bearish. You do have a strong candle here. Let me see if I can zoom this in. And I can't. Okay, so just pretty
Do you
strong
have a
candle here
mouse?
to the upside.
Uh-huh. Do you have a mouse, Jason? Maybe on, if you have the scroll on your mouse, there you go. You can maximize
There
your
you go.
mouse. There you go.
Okay. So we can see some pretty strong buying pressure here with this candle. How we are in a level of supply with the bears in control. We'll have to wait and see where this will move to. Looks like here's our supply level right here. It doesn't look like price wants to move over here. Might have tested this level here at about the 83.22 mark, 83.16 around here. However, we still are in an uptrend, so we're looking at this higher low right here. Next move would be our higher high if it continues to stay with the trend. If not, we'll see new levels down here on the low. Here's our next level of demand right here at 82.25, and then from there it can go to the next level of demand right here, and then here at the 80.47 mark, and then so on forth down there to wherever it decides to go. And that's for the daily for the dollar index. And then the Dow.
Yeah. So the question is, what caused for that for the bulls to come back up there?
Well,
The
they just
important
thought
question
that
is the why part.
right. Well, it was just because that this price was probably too low here, so buyers thought that it would be a good time to get back in with the price lower down here at the 82.50 mark or 82.30 right here. So they picked back up and started moving upwards with the trend again, in line with the trend as drawn by the trend.
Well, technically speaking, last Friday it was bearish. If the bears were currently in control from last Friday, the question is why didn't the bears continue to push it to the downside? So what caused the market to basically react and all of a sudden the bulls took over?
Well, probably because since the dollar index is inverse of the major indices, it was probably the Cyprus issue with the euro that probably caused that. It was some sort of news
Bingo,
that did
that's what we
it.
want. Yeah, this is Cyprus news, right? So it's that uncertainty of events that caused that to head towards the upside. All right, so it's going between
Right.
two midpoints. between the demand and supply. Alrighty, if the bulls are currently in control of them and it's still pretty much in an uptrend, what is the probability that that price can go further than beyond 83.14?
Well, since with the strong candle here and with the situation with Europe, I'd say the probability of it breaking out here is pretty high, creating a new higher high up here in this area.
Perfect. Okay, great. So we've established that the dollar index has a probability that it can go up, and therefore it's not a good idea to go long with the majors, but mainly more short with the dollar, unless there's a new change of reporting that's going to happen pretty much based in Europe. All right, click next, please. Next.
Okay.
So this is the S&P 500 futures index. We need to analyze on what's happening through that. And therefore, if the dollar has the potential to go further up, then what is now the probability of the S&P? What's going to happen now with the 500, the Dow Jones, and so forth?
Right. So you can see these. There's some indecision right here with these candles, with the last current candles, and even right here, it's in a range right here. Like, you know, bulls are in control here, bears here, bulls here, and then really some indecision here as well. And if we know that the dollar index is bullish right now, and all the major indices are probably going to be on a bearish move at this point, especially so again with Europe being the major news impacting the markets the most at this time, being that it's still unresolved issues over there. So knowing that, then we can anticipate bearish movement with the major indices to include the Dow and the S&P and futures.
Nice. Then let's go through looking at the futures index. So if you click further, if you just scroll down on that website for me, please, Jason, and hence the other resource, just click on Bloomberg. But in actual fact, you already have Bloomberg right there as in terms of your thing, right? Alright, let's go through, look at the market data in terms of the futures.
Okay. Right.
Okay,
So, like we anticipated, all indexes are now bearish because of the news and the dollar index being bullish. The only indexes that aren't really bearish is the U.S. futures indexes. Other than that, everything else is bearish. To include all major world, the European and Asian markets as well.
Alright, can you do me a favor, please, Jason? You say it's market data up the top, and click on stock futures, please. It will give us a much better number rather than the percentage itself. So it's up 21 points. Not bad. Okay, 21 points. Alright. Okay, then we go back to the site and click on next. Alright, here we go. So now we're scoping the market, and this now you can use your own, basically the platform in terms of the FXCM.
Okay.
So this is good if, say, if you're traveling and you don't have your thing because it's Java based, so you can use that. Or yeah, so let's go through, have a look at some potential trades.
Okay.
Do you prefer to use this site or you want to use the FXCM site?
Well, I'm just new to this. Either or is fine. If you want to talk me through this, or I can use the FXCM, it'd be faster.
Yeah, FXCM, then use FXCM then please. Then you can just go back. Once we've used that, then you can basically go through the market scope. Okay.
Okay, so based off our macro fundamentals, we can understand then that the markets are bearish, and so again, trend is down on the long term and on the short term. Bears in control, and it is currently even with the current candle, bear's still clearly in control, and that's for the weekly. Let's see. So for the daily, the same thing, still in a downtrend. Bulls in control in the daily. And let's see, our level of demand would be right about here. And looks like our level of supply is right here. So there's our range for that. And you can see it's within the range right here. Let's see. Something. Okay. So yeah, that's for the Euro USD. Dollar yen. Also in a bullish or bearish move, in a level of supply in a downtrend coming down. This actually looks like it could be forming a new level of demand here at the 94.18 mark. Overall trend is up. However, the current trend is down right here. And I'll draw that. Okay, and so there's our trend and our levels of supply and demand. Okay, and that's for the daily. Actually, should have been the weekly. So I'll do the weekly right now. But here it is again. Strong move up, and then with the news and with the dollar index up, now now bearish right now.
What's the probability you think that it could come back up?
Well, right now bears are in control. Here's a level of supply right here. Level of demand. It could be a short sell-off because we know the dollar index is bullish right now. So that means that the dollar yen should be bullish as well. So I believe that the odds and probability that this is just a temporary retracement or sell-off, and that it could continue to move up the secondary trend is high.
So bullish or bearish?
Bullish on this.
Right. Okay, sweet. Can you go to the lower time frame for me, please?
Absolutely. So here's the daily.
Okay.
Okay, so I analyzed the daily earlier. It looks like it's in the level of demand right now, at the 94.18 mark, and still anticipate it on a bearish or on a bullish move. So we go to 4-hour and look, and it is starting to move up to the upside a little bit. You're still in a downtrend though. So
And what's on the 1 hour, please?
candles don't look very strong. 1 hour. So here's the 1 hour. You have higher highs and higher lows here. Level of demand right here. At this level here, and then here's our short-term trend to the upside.
Okay, let's look at what is the low of the low. The lowest of the low.
93.54.
93.54, 98.18, 94.18, 93.54, 68, 60 something pips, say 70 pips. 70 pips. Ooh. Okay, what is the current trend on that?
Well, it's the long-term trend is down. The short-term trend right here from this low is up. You have higher highs and higher lows right here.
Okay, let's look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
What is the in terms of the daily chart? What is the trend on the daily? Let's look at the trend of the weekly chart. What is the trend of the weekly chart?
The trend of the weekly is it's an uptrend.
Nice, it's an uptrend. Okay, and what's the trend on the daily chart, please?
Daily chart is in an uptrend overall.
Alrighty, if it's in an uptrend, what are the probability if we and then do you believe it's in a good demand level?
Right now, yes.
Okay,
Like if
cool.
you look right here, if it follows the secondary trend line, it is in a great level of demand right now.
Exactly, it's a good level of demand. If we're gonna go long, where would be the stop?
To stop, we can use the prior low right here, so it would be the this low right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I would put my stop on here.
And
Or
to make it
if you wanted
objective, what would that be, please?
93.51.
93.
Actually, hang on, let me make it perfect and put it on. Actually, why didn't that work? High low. That should be. I don't know why it's not snapping to the. Okay.
You have to go snap it to the actual low itself.
There it goes.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so there's our low right there, 93.58.
Um,
That's where.
can you do me a favor, please? Can you go through the candle of the doji
This
and
one.
then the one before that?
This one.
No. The yesterday's. Yeah. So 93.54.3, 93.54.3, then 93.51.3, 93.50, 93.49.3. All right. Okay. Where will be the target point?
Targets would be the next level of supply, right here. Oops. Right here. And if I wanted to draw a fib on there, let's see here. There's our targets from the
Okay.
38% to the 50 to 62%. Let me make sure this is the high, 96.12 and 96.14, so this is 2 pips higher. So this is our high right here on this bullish candle. And so here's our fibs with our targets for this move.
Right. So what's the probability can go 93.53 on the short term?
Very easy.
94.84.
94.84, highly probable.
Yeah.
I would say if we look at the whole picture and we look and we see, so we have a higher low or higher low. This is a higher high. The next high could potentially be up here somewhere. It could easily break out through the 62% on the fib.
Got it. If it breaks to 62%, where would be the next profit target?
The next target would be the 96.49 or 96.04.
Yeah.
Right here, which would be the next level of supply, or anywhere between this range right here.
Nice. Okie dokes. So we know the plan. Do you reckon that's a good one?
Yes, I do, actually, without a doubt.
Sweet. Let's put even just put one or two, you know what to do.
Right. Got it.
Okay.
So that's on a daily entry. That's I'd swing trade this
Yes.
until it hits those targets, and that's on the daily on the dollar yen.
Excellent. Good. We'll choose one more pair, please, and then. Oh, actually, but yeah, we'll go through the pound against the dollar, and I will show and explain to you pretty much on what we talked about today at the Trader Dojo, right? If we click on the daily chart, let's go back to the daily chart. So you
All right.
notice how if you put as well an uptrend, I'll show you a short-term uptrend, so it's hitting between two midpoints.
It is exactly as we anticipated earlier.
Correct.
So no surprises there. Basically, what I'll do is once this candle gets a little bit stronger, if it does, I'll go ahead and scale in maybe 2 more microlots.
Correct. So if you
And
put your uptrend, see on, you need to connect on that low of that doji. Yeah.
oh yeah, sorry.
Perfect. No worries.
So right there.
Okay. So yeah, at least we know what the plan is, because there is that probably they will fill in that midpoint in between the two.
Right.
Okay. Cool. So there you go. As to explain in a live trading environment that the market can do that. It's pretty smart, doesn't it? It's like it knows what it's doing.
Right.
All right.
Thankfully, we do too. So we're ready for it.
Exactly. That's why we know the direction where the market is. Like I said, if the market plans to go up, we have to go up with them. If it plans to go down, we have to go down with them. But if it plans to retrace, then we wait for the retracement to go down with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if we can get a better price, even better. So yeah, at least we know what the plan is.
Right. So I think it was a good idea to go in 1 microlot on this, since we didn't know what it was going to do for sure, and now we can kind of get confirmation now based on bulls in control of this. Still pushing up to that level of supply where it wants to adjust itself, maybe right here at the 152.31 mark, all the way up
Correct.
to the 52.71, whatever it does. I'll just enter in from there.
Yes. And then the other one, would you mind doing me a favor, pound yen, please? The pound against the yen.
Pound yen.
So with the pound based on M3.
On M3.
M3 on the daily chart.
There we go.
So notice how now we have how there's the high touching the 8 to the 10. I reckon there's a much better price of going short as well, a better price.
Right.
Okay, sounds good. Very well done. Okay, Tony, do you have any questions, or do you have a pair that you think has a good probability that you want us to look, or Jason wants to look?
Okay, let's start with this pound yen. I kind of lost, a bit lost on the entry point. So where would the good entry point then to get into this?
I'm sorry. So your question was your entry
I'm looking
point.
at the pound. Yeah, right. The pound yen right now. If I looking at it right, this is the 2 in 2 out.
Correct.
So the current doji here will be the entry point then.
No, the entry point was yesterday, right, in terms of the closing. But because the market doesn't go in a straight line, they have to correct itself, and plus the closing is a little bit further away from the 8 or the 10. Well, can you do me a favor, please, Jason, change it to the ask? Why is the thing wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Oh, you're using EMA, no wonder why. So change it to the bid, and you're using an exponential moving average, Jason. You need to change that to a simple moving average.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So just change, remove. Yeah, you have to remove it. So while he's doing that, Tony, so what happens is basically the market cannot just go directly on a straight line, right? They need to correct. So, as part from this afternoon, like in terms of this afternoon's class, is that you can enter right now. Yes, in terms of the entry to where the stop loss is 2 out is a stop loss, or the exit strategy is 2 out. But if you're entering right now on the level of demand, the market cannot just stay on the demand. It has to retrace to the level of supply. Okay, NVA, there you go. So you have a much better price of shorting actually where the price is at the moment, or even higher, right? So that is a better price of actually selling. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so there's that one, and then I was wondering why that wasn't lining up.
So at the same time, because the pound yen is very volatile, if you can't handle the risk in terms of the massiveness of the risk, you have to trade micro lots or mini. You cannot trade standard lots with this if you're too highly neurotic, because this strategy is a daily chart where you're gaining a minimum on average pretty much 100 pips, sometimes 200 pips in one day. It is too strong. Like it's too fast. Okay, so if you can't handle that, I don't know if you downloaded as part of your membership. You should have downloaded as well the position size calculator. That would help. If you finish your classes with your stuff, and if you want more training, Tony, come into the Trader Dojo, because actually, what do you think of the Trader Dojo, Jason?
It's in the week and a half that I've been home, it's helped me pretty good amount, wouldn't you say, Ray?
Absolutely. So if you need more training, Tony, come down to the Trader Dojo, because if you want more training, I can help you a little bit more. We, as a group in class, can help you more in terms of your trades. Right? Because I can also explain more about the position size calculator, because at least on a one-on-one perspective, you're seeing everything. I highly recommend it, actually, to be honest. So it's cool.
Especially if you have the time.
Yeah.
If you have the time, it's a great way to leverage time with knowledge.
Yeah, and at least it's
Right,
it's pay as you go if you want to, and if you see value into it, then you can just keep coming back and just pay on a either daily or weekly if you want to. All right, cool, nice. Okay, looking at that, yeah, it's much better price of entry right now, as you can see right there. So I will just leave that trade alone. Alrighty, Anthony, do you see any potential trades that you think there might be that you currently do have, or you believe there is one?
I did the pound dollar. We just went through
Pound,
that one, right?
got it. Yes, long or short?
Yeah. I'm short.
Awesome. All right, your fib too, by the way, Jason, is incorrect with that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So don't worry, we're gonna practice more of that as well on either tomorrow or Wednesday. Perfect.
got it.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything you guys see? Okay, we might as well while we have you, Jason. Let's go through. Let's look at the dollar Swiss, the dollar CAD as well, please, and see what changes have they made.
Dollar Swiss.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to the weekly. Okay, so I'll draw my trend line here, and okay, so here's our trend. Overall trend is up on strongest trend. Here's our level of demand right here, level of supply up here. Bulls in control. In an uptrend, trend's moving according to the trend right now. So here's our higher low, next higher high right here. Now higher low again. We can anticipate movement here, somewhere around that range, and then finally coming up, making higher high again. And that's for the weekly. Daily, readjust real quick. It's a pretty strong level of demand right here, and then here's our level of supply. Bears currently in control, still in an uptrend here. Short term, looks like a little bit of stagnation here or neutral movement, sideways movement. It's looks like it's kind of range trading right now. So the reason for that, maybe there's some news or something coming up with the dollar or Swiss that's waiting to be announced, or this looks like there's a lot of like doji type candles here. So have to wait and see what's going on with that. Yeah, so that's with the dollar Swiss. And then the dollar CAD, supposed to be weekly here. Okay, so with the dollar CAD, looks like the overall trend is down for the long term. Here, fix this real quick. And that's invalid. There we go. Here, secondary. Here. So it just touched the, it's testing the secondary downtrend line right now. Bears in control, coming off a level of supply right now. Moving to the next level of demand, which could be here. If we put a retracement on here, we could see movement up into the 38.2%. It's already touching that for the weekly movement. Here before it could continue to retrace back up to the secondary trend line again. And that's for the day, weekly. And then the daily, still in an uptrend, but bears clearly in control here with the current candles. As shown here by the tertiary trend line. Pretty strong movement here. Level of demand would be potentially be right here. Right here, waiting for it to break through the tertiary trend line and start to test the secondary. If it does that, then let's see here. Let's see, so there's a level of supply here. And bears clearly in control, and that's for the dollar CAD. Is there any questions?
No, very good, very good. Excellent, guys. So we'll just leave it as it is. I think so. There's a potential. Like I said, dollar yen right there, and obviously, you know, waiting for the pound yen just to materialize, and also a much better entry point of getting to the pound dollars pretty soon. Cool, awesome. Well done, Jason. We'll wrap it up. Very well done. Actually, great class in the very beginning. Tony, did you realize that you also have the opportunity to come to 10 to 12, right? You should also have it in your membership. I mean 10 to 11.
Okay, 10 to 11 p.m.?
Yeah, correct. On Mondays.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So in actual fact, just one second. Let me just show it to you. Just one second, please. Oops. Okay, sorry, just froze. Okay, let me. You should be able to see my screen right now. So you see right here, Tony?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, theoretical group
Okay,
coaching.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Just right there. Okay, so tonight's class actually was pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, allow the 10 p.m., 11 p.m. turn. So you make sure that's there for you. And like I said, if you have time in the mornings, Monday and Wednesday, from 11 to 1 in the office, and if you want more training, then yeah, take advantage of those too. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
For the short term, I can't attend in
Yes.
the morning because I have other class.
Not a problem. But once you finish your classes, then yeah, it's there for you.
Okay.
All right, guys. You have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you, Ray.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Pleasure.
See you, everyone.
See you, Anthony. Bye, Tony. See you, Jason.